What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mario Party Island Tour for the 3DS. Alrighty, so in the last episode we finished off another party board, which was something to do with mini stars. So it was the Starcross Skyway that we ended up finishing. So this took me 2 episodes to fully complete, and I ended up winning this one, thank goodness, because I was starting to think I was going to have a massive losing streak and actually go through all these boards without winning one. So I finally won it. I just won by nicking my teeth, nicking my skin though and all that, and just managed to pull it off. And I actually thought for a little while I was actually going to lose this one, but I ended up winning. So overall this one was actually pretty fun. I was actually thinking at the start there wasn't going to be too many mini-games, which according to that status kind of looked like it, but there turned out to be quite a lot of mini-games through my little playthrough, so I was actually pretty happy with this one. There was a little bit of strategy involved with this one as well, so it wasn't all random based, so this one was actually pretty fun to play. So I actually might come back later on and replay that one if I'm going to come back and do any replays or anything like that. But anyways, in this episode, we're going to be heading on to the next board, which is Rocket Road. So I did take a quick look at this one in the last episode. I kind of looked at it and went, oh god, it's going to be basically that bloody Bullet Bill one again. It's mostly luck-based again, so it's more random. Minigames are looking like they're making a bit more of a return. That's looking pretty promising, at least that part, so I've got that part to look forward for. As for the skill though, obviously we kind of have seen that me and Lady Luck aren't getting along at the moment, so yeah, I may not like this one. So playtime is between 10 to 20 minutes, so this may be a one-parter video. So I've actually been doing a bit of a recording marathon, so I actually haven't seen what this one's like, so yeah, I don't know what to expect again, so yeah, hopefully I can do like a massive recording session and bowl over most of this game. Rightio, so basically this is another linear path board, so it's kind of like Perilous Palace Path. And what is Rosalina doing in this one? I like Rosalina. She's definitely been one of my favourite Mario characters since we first introduced her in Mario Galaxy, and when I found out she was playable in Mario Kart Wii, my god, I think I jizzed a lot actually. She's my favourite kart racer, and only just recently I found out she's in Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U and 3DS. Oh god, it's only made me want to buy that even more now, because yeah, Rosalina definitely is my favourite character. It's just Devo when I found out she was in the game but not as a main character, so at least I got to see her. Anyways, I'm digressing yet again. Welcome to Rocket Road, a space race that you'll need plenty of boosters to win. So use boosters to multiply the numbers on your dice block as you race to the finish. So let's have a read about boosters. So use boosters to multiply the numbers on your dice block, then blast off towards the finish line. So it looks like we win these through mini-games, kind of like those extra dice blocks you got in Perilous Palace Path. Dice block, we have a 0 this time, so it's 0 to 5. No matter how many boosters you use, you have to watch out for the 0. Oh, so that's the luck part of this game. Ew. Right, so having to know that, I know what to expect. Let's decide our turn order. So it'd be nice if I actually got to roll first for a start. So 4, 3, 5. Go for a 6. I finally rolled first! Right, so I'm rolling first, Peach rolls second, Waluigi third, and Boo is rolling last. Right, so before we begin, everyone gets 1 free booster. How about that? Right, so we get +1 booster. Right, so here we go. Right, so round 1, 3 rounds into a bonus minigame. Kind of like the Bullet Bill one yet again. Rightio, so I'm not going to use my booster, I'm just going to throw the dice. I got a 1. Probably glad that I didn't use my booster. So what's this space? I got a booster. Alright, so we got booster space, so which gives us another booster. So I don't know if there's like an extra space given by them, or if that's just a multiplication. So I don't know if you use 2 boosters, it's times 2, or if you just use 1, it's times 1. I don't know. I'm going to have to just wait and see. So Peach rolls a 5 and lands on a neutral space. So up next is Waluigi. So this only has 25 spaces, so wow, this is pretty small. Waluigi rolls a 4, so I think that's a booster space. No, it's a neutral space, I miscounted. Right, so that puts Waluigi in second place, and yes, our positions do count on how far ahead we are in the pack. So up next is Boo. So Boo is going to be rolling a 5, so 5s are obviously the best in this, and 0 being the worst. So out in first place is Boo and Peach, who are 5 spaces already into the game. That's right, so we're back into round 2, and oh, I almost forgot you need to watch out for warp spaces like this one. If you land on one of these spaces, you'll warp to a space of a random selected opponent. If it's a chance to skip way ahead or lose a lot of progress, so be careful. Oh bugger. Wait. So really it does come down to a lot of luck. Okay. So it looks like we use boosters to buy upgrades. So one booster will give us a ×2, and 2 boosters will buy us ×3. So I think 3 boosters would buy us ×4, and 4 boosters buys us ×5. Right. I might actually save up my boosters. That ×5 would be very handy, given I don't roll a 0. Right, 4. So that's going to be a neutral space for me. Right, so up next is Peach. Right, so Peach rolls a 3. We've yet to see anyone roll a 0. And she lands in a warp zone. Warp to another player's space. So who's going to get picked? Who will be picked from the wheel? And it's going to be Boo. I would have preferred me. Right, so Peach ends up there. I think Boo takes her position. Right, so Waluigi's turn. So Waluigi is going to be rolling a 4. So he also lands in the warp zone as well. Oh, okay, so they just warp to the zone that you're in. You don't actually switch spots. That's interesting. Alright, so I think we're all on that spot now, so we're all equal first. Well, we were equal first anyway. Alright, so it's Boo's turn. So Boo is going to be rolling a 2. So that should be a neutral spot, yes. Alright, so that puts Boo in the lead. Alright, so we're on our last round before our bonus minigame. Just a friendly reminder, when this round is over, we'll play a minigame. It's a great chance to earn boosters, so get fired up. Oh, I will get fired up, alright. Right, so I'm going to use my dice block. Come on, 5. 2. It nearly looked like I was going to get a 0. Right, so that's a neutral spot for me. Right, so up next is Peach. Right, so Peach is going to roll a 2. That's neutral as well. So we're all rolled 2 and landing on neutral. Come on, someone mix it up a little bit. So Waluigi, let's see what you do. You're going to roll a 0, so there's our first 0. So his spaceship kind of faltered and didn't actually move. So that's what happens when you roll a 0. Don't roll those. Right, so Boo, you're going to roll a 0 as well, so you're not moving anywhere either. Wow, that's entertaining. Rightio, having said that, we now move on to our booster bonus minigame. That's right. So, winning first gives you 3, second gives you 2, and third gives you 1. Right, so we've got Grid is good, Drive for show, and Hide and Splat. So Grid is good is going to be our selected minigame. Rightio, I know I've played this one in a playthrough. Controls the stylish drag and drop panels. Place one of your shapes on the board to claim a set of numbers. You'll win points for numbers you claim that weren't also claimed by your opponents. So basically, if you overlap a shape with someone else's, the overlapping shape will basically cancel out the number within that overlap. as shown here in the demo. So as you saw there, red, that 3 in the middle got canned out. So here's our grid. Everyone will tend to kind of just gather around the 3s there. So I'm going to do that. Right, so nice, I got all my numbers. So I got 7 in total for that one. That doesn't usually happen. And then I'm going to go for that. Nice. So I got 8 for that one. And let's see if I can go for that triple 3 there. I might be pushing my luck here. No. Damn. I only walked out with 3, but that's still alright. I end up walking out with 18 points. Oh, I absolutely flogged them. Right, so we have a tie between Peach and Boo. So Peach is going to take the 3rd, and Boo is unfortunately going to be coming last due to that tiebreaker. So I get 3 boosters out of that. So yippee! I think I've got enough for like one of the big boosters now. I need a drink. Alright, so that's going to give me 5 boosters in total. So nice. That should give me a really nice boost. Given I don't roll a 0, of course. Of course I'm going to use that booster. So I'm going to use the big times 5. Whoa! 25 is the most we can roll. If I can actually roll on the top screen. Ah, I got a 1. I got a 5. You bitch! Lady Luck, why are you such a bitch? Oh, flip sakes. I had a chance to like do something marvelous there, and I get screwed over yet again. Alright, so Peach is using her times 2 rolls. That was a 2, so she gets a 4. That puts her just behind me. I'm still a bit peeved that I only got a 1 out of that. So Waluigi will definitely use his multiplier. He's going to go for a times 3. He's going to roll a 12. Ouch. Ow. Just absolutely annihilates us on the way through. I think Boo missed out. So Boo's just going to roll a normal dice here. He's going to roll a 1, so he's now going to randomly warp with someone. So this could make or break the game for Boo here. So who is he going to switch with? Oh, that's a major game maker for Boo there. He's going to switch with Waluigi. That's a massive boost there. Good grief. So that's just knocked me down to 3rd and Peach into 4th. Right, so I need to pull something major out of my rear side to even come close to winning this. Hey, there's Jewel Space coming up. Right, so I could use a booster, but I'm not going to. I roll a 5. Nice. So that lands me on a neutral space. So that puts me on equal first now. Although it won't be for very much longer. Right, so it's Peach's turn. Right, she's going to roll a normal dice, and she rolls a naughty 0. So she ain't moving anywhere. Right, so next is Waluigi. Right, so he's going to roll a normal dice as well. He's going to roll a 5. So that's going to bring him 3 spaces away from victory, and it's a warp zone. Oh, this bit's a bit naughty and a bit nasty. Alright, so who's he going to warp to? He's going to warp to basically where he started, so back to Boo. That would have been funny if he walked back to Peach. But having said that, that's definitely a place to look out for. Right, so it's Boo's turn, so Boo's going to roll a normal dice, and he's going to roll a 1. Right, so he's 7 spaces away from victory. Right, so on to round 6, one round before our minigame. Right, so I'm just going to have a quick look at a booster. I could always go for a time to try and sneak in, which I'm actually going to do. So if I roll an 8, it's basically GG and I win. If I roll anything less, and game over for me. I got a 10! Woohoo! Go me! Oh, yes! Oh, maybe Lady Luck doesn't hate me as much as I thought she did. So I am the superstar with a fantastic victory at the end there. Oh, just going by a leap of faith, and it actually pulled through for once. Oh, wow. Well, I got hell lucky. I actually rolled the maximum amount of spaces. I needed either 4 or 5 to win that, and I actually got my 5. Wow. Good grief. Talk about pulling a victory out of my ass. Right, so... Sweet. That was actually a pretty fun board. Again, as I said for the bullet bill one, I don't really like the random ones, where you have to rely on the random number generator to actually win your board games. I do prefer the ones we actually need to rely on winning mini games and all that to actually win the board. Oh, yeah, I can't really whinge about that one. That was actually pretty fun for a random one. Right, so let's sneak over to the collectibles and let's actually buy a memory. We've actually got enough Mario points to buy a memory. So memories are reminiscing back on the board games we've done. So we can buy either Perilous Palace Path, Starcross Skyway, Banzai Bill's Mad Mountain, or Rocket Road. I might actually buy the Rocket Road one. That's a good memory. Yep, we'll buy that one for 2,000. Let's head back, and let's actually look at a memory. I haven't actually seen what memories do. So the character ones, they actually give you their soundboards. So what does memories do? Looks like it might be sound files. That's a minigame one. Yep. Right, so that's basically what a memory is. You buy the bubbles and it's basically a sound file, so those go through all the soundboard clips, and yeah, it's kind of like the sound effects options you usually find in any Mario Party game. Rightio, so that's the end of this episode. So this is kind of a shortish episode compared to what I usually do. We'll go through quickly what the next episode and board will be, which is Kamek's Carpet Ride. Wow, this one definitely is more of a strategic board game by the looks of it. So we've got 4 for skill, 1 for luck, so it's not a random based board. So yay, we're actually going for a strategic one, and minigames kind of look like they're non-existent yet again. So I don't know if I'm looking forward to this one or not. The skill level I'm looking forward to. Minigames, however, I'm not looking forward to. I'm kind of hoping it's like the Starcross one where you have to land on the versus spaces to get minigames, and they're quite a bit more abundant than what they usually are. So if it's anything like that, then this one might actually be probably pretty fun to play. But we won't know until the next episode. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever.